Eagles now. We get busy, chasing Trizzy. Eagles now. Bruising birds, we keep it litty. Eagles now. Pre-game, post-game, make it look easy. Eagles now. No one likes us, please believe it. Eagles now. Super chats, we keep them coming. Eagles now. Jalen a booby, keep it running. Eagles now. Shots downtown, AJ Brown. Eagles now. If you ain't know, you know it now. Eagles now.
E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles. You are watching Philadelphia Eagles Now, live here on Chat Sports. No matter where you are, how you're tuned in, greatly appreciate the Fly Eagles Fly family for making the show a part of your day. And it's all presented by Vincero Collective, stylish, affordable watches that are really exquisitely made. You can get 20% off and free shipping. If you utilize that link at the bottom of your screen, it's vincerocollective.com/chat. One more time, promo code chat at vincerocollective.com/chat for 20% off. You can look like a baller without having to spend like one. I'm rocking one of the Vincero watches now, and I have a little pep in my step. All right, it's Dallas week, so as many times as you can, right now in the comment section, I want you to type F Dallas if you hate the Dallas Cowboys. I see some OGs in the chat. Captain Delberto, we're going to give you an official shout out here coming up, so stay tuned for that. Carapool, Lion Fighter, Sterling Alba, Brandon Ford is here. Jimmy Kimmel is dead exposed. What a username. Stephen King, Jose Huertas, all typing F Dallas. Continue to pepper that comment section with F Dallas. I'm going to throw it in a couple of times right now because how about them Cowboys? We hate them Cowboys. DeMarcus Lawrence was asked today, hey, is Jalen Hurts taking an improvement? His response, has he played us yet? No, he hasn't. Jason Peters throwing a little bit of playful shade toward the Philadelphia fan base as well. Cannot wait to preview this game coming up around the corner and cannot wait for our watch party on Sunday Night Football. Once again, it'll be the Chase and Trey Show. The Super Chats are starting to come in. The homie, Lion Fighter X, Lion Fighter X, Lion Fighter X. Typing F Dallas in the chat. He's getting the Super Chat movement started. 100 emoji, heart emoji, eagle emoji. You love to see it. And with that, let's segue to this. Who you got on Sunday Night Football? Will the Birds push their record to a perfect 6-0? Will the Dallas Cowboys come out victorious and continue their win streak to 5 in a row under Cooper Rush? Really has been crazy what the Cowboys have been able to do since Dak Prescott's injury. They played pretty good football, but they haven't played a team the caliber of the Philadelphia Eagles. Let me know who you got. We'll give you some shout-outs. Clifford, Philly. Jimmy Kimmel, Philly. Lion Fighter, Birds. Richard, Birds. Jose, Potion, going with the Birds. Carapool is back, Birds. Clifford Snyder said, yo, we going 6-0. Clifford Snyder, Dallas offense is mediocre. Yes, I agree. And in a few moments, we have some stats that back that up. Lead 9269 Academy saying Philadelphia. Carapool 6-0. Stephen King, let's go Philly. Jason Searfoss, Philadelphia. Elliot Morgan. Jason and Elliot, haven't seen your names too much, but so glad that you're here. Appreciate all of you for making today's show a part of your day. ATM is back. Watching from, the West Coast, I believe, Pacific Northwest. Kenneth Lewis, Philadelphia Eagles, continue to get that comment section flowing. Another Super Chat coming in, $5 from Tom is Going Downey. Very good name right there. So that's Losing Hope with Humanity. And the picture, it is me back in my local news days at WNEP in Scranton, as maybe if we ever need an investigator, a detective Trace, I think we have to employ Losing Hope with Humanity because he does a really good job just going through these archives and skimming through that specific information. We see you, my brother. We see you, my brother. So that's $10 in Super Chats. We'll get to the Super Chat menu coming up here in just a couple of minutes. But how about another question for the homies? Because I want to see where people are watching from. Lou G, the G is here. Kylie C, J Money Gaming. I am hip-hop anime lover. So you like hip-hop, you love anime. That's good stuff right there. Where is the Bird Gang watching from? Oddly enough, ironically enough, we're coming to you from enemy territory right now in Dallas, Texas. Chat Sports Studios are based in Dallas, Texas. And what I've done every day this week on my morning run, I've worn a different Eagles hat every single day. And then the next couple of days, I'm going to start rocking an Eagles hat with an Eagles shirt. If the Philadelphia Eagles win on Sunday And today, if we get, let's say, a $100 super chat, I will run on Monday morning in a Philadelphia Eagles jersey. If we get a $100 super chat and the Eagles end up pulling out that dub. So where's the Bird Gang watching from? We'll give you some shouts here to see where the homies are at. Let's see. Austin, Texas from Lou G. San Antonio, Espo. So we have a couple of people in enemy territory as far as Texas. Oates, very good news. Eagles offensive line practicing, going to play. That is good news. We'll talk about that here soon as well. Clifford Snyder, South Jersey. Jason Searfoss, Wilmington, Delaware. Arizona from Oates. Los Angeles from Richard. Arkansas from Kylie. Dallas Blows from Thomas going Downey. South Jersey, just over the bridge from Philly, Lion Fighter X. Nice. I flew over that area last week. Let's see. Last Thursday, I flew into Philly to go to a wedding in New York with Kira. Went to go see my buddy Jake and Kimberly get married in New York, and I flew over Rowan. A lot of people don't realize how rural it is on the other side of the bridge in that part of Jersey. Let's see where other people are at. Potion is in Vegas, baby. Saw you cooking up those beats yesterday. Me and you manifesting success for one another. Love to see it, my guy. Jose Huertas is in Chester. I'm from Westchester, Pennsylvania. Angel Rodriguez, Justice Hilliard is in Kansas. Angels in Florida. San Diego from Lucy. Tom Downey's here. Bring him in. Bring him in, Trace. We can go full screen. Tom Downey is here. What? No, it's Super Chat Battle. Come on in. Come on in. You can. Okay. All right. So, Tom Downey, host of the Cowboys Report, he's scared to come in right now. He'll come in a little bit later. But where's the Bird Gang watching from? I know my guy Brandon Ford about to embark on that vacation in Mexico. He's tuned in from Dallas. Tim 1, Irving, Texas, Is that the Dallas guy from Carrot? Yes, it is. Tell him we don't like him. We don't like him, and we don't care. Brandon Ford with the $10 super chat. Already, we are at $20 in super chats. F Dallas. Eagles win by 14 points. Chase, do you think we're going to attack more in the air or run the ball? Really difficult running the ball against this defensive front for Dallas, but also their secondary is really good as well. So I think that they're going to try to establish that pass game to make that run game a little bit more dangerous as the game progresses. I think that's going to be the game plan for Philadelphia because Jalen Hurts as a passer has not performed well against Dallas. Dan Quinn has had his number. He's 0-2 against the Cowboys. So I think that Jalen Hurts wants to come out and prove, hey, DeMarcus Lawrence, you didn't give me my props today. I'm going to show you that I can air it out. All right, we're going to bring on Tom Downey. We've had a subs competition today.
Boo!
Here he is. Boo!
Give me that ass, sweetheart. Go Cowboys!
How about them Cowboys? Is Zeke going to run wild?
I hope so.
Yeah. What's your game plan for Dallas to win?
Throw the ball on first down for once.
Okay.
They gotta be.
Can't be so predictable, right?
They gotta throw the ball.
Yeah. Especially against that Eagles pass rush.
Right, you got the defense carries your ass
Exactly.
again.
And that's been
Go
the theme.
Cowboys!
Yeah. So that's the host of the Cowboys Report, Tom Downey. We love him, but we hate him also at the same time. So there you go. All right. Super Chats are continuing to come in. We're ringing the Liberty Bell. We're already at $21 in Super Chats. Captain Dale Berto. Okay, $50 Super Chat comes in, I can slap Tom. That's what he just said. I'm not even kidding. $50 Super Chat, we're slapping a Cowboys
Maybe
fan.
he can even spank him.
You heard him. You heard him. You can spank him. I'll slap him. The real ones know that Trace was getting his booty smacked a couple of weeks ago against Washington, just like Carson Wentz was in the pocket. Captain Dale Berto, I just lost my lighter. Guess I can't blaze. Sorry to hear that. Maybe go out and get a lighter so that you can blaze. Oh! Captain Delberto, how about this? I found it. You got that picture of Captain Delberto, by the way? Let's show Captain Delberto. You want to talk about an absolute real one? Him finding his lighter is real. Him being a Philadelphia Eagles now real one is also real. Check out Captain Delberto. He didn't just get one real one shirt. He got 2 real one shirts. 2 for Captain Delberto. He's a real one. Appreciate you, my guy, for supporting the show. Honestly, it goes a really long way. And the flow, the hair, it's like a lion's mane. It is exceptional. That is some of the best flow that you will ever see, Captain Delberto. We appreciate that.
Kara's asking, why is his hair better than mine? Facts.
It's better than a lot of women out there. Abby, would you agree?
Sorry, Abby.
That's impressive flow right there. So, Captain Delberto, you're a real one and you have the flow. I thought my hair was pretty good. Look, I'm 30 years old. As of right now, not balding. Maybe some receding hair points here, but it's all good at the end of the day. At least I have some hair. Captain Delberto, he puts us all to shame. And Trace has a good head of hair, too. We ain't got nothing on Captain Delberto. My mom always be like, I want your hair, and her friends. Do her friends want something else, too? All right, Peter Thurman, $5 super chat. F-Tom. Everybody spam F-Tom in the comment section. And you know what? While we're here, how about this? Let me pull this up here. I'm going to put a link in from the Cowboys report. And, yeah, Trace, put up the weigh-in. Where is that mug? All right. Let me find this link here because I want everybody watching right now to go to the Cowboys report and just spam F-Tom, F the Cowboys, and all that jazz. Let me find it here. Give me 1 sec. Going through my script. I'm going to put this in green for myself later. The Bernie Boys. All right, so here is the link to Tom's Cowboys report preview against the Philadelphia Eagles. I want everybody watching right now to click on that video, go there, and type F Dallas, type F Tom, do whatever you have to do, fly Eagles, fly EAGLES. Comment as many times as possible as you can on that video. I just put the link here in the chat. All right, so let's do the $100 first, Trace, because right now we are at $28 in Super Chats, and we haven't even really started the show yet. This is just part of our audience build-up. If we get to $100 in Super Chats, we're at $28 right now. We will surprise producer Trizzy with a special Eagles gift. I'm looking at it right here. And it's all thanks to all of you who have sent us in Super Chats in the past. That's right. So if we get to $100 in Super Chats, we will surprise producer Trace with a special gift thanks to the Eagles Now family. So let's try to get there so that we can surprise Trace today for all of his hard work and all of your hard work. It's actually pretty awesome. If we get to $200 in Super Chats, a Cowboys fan will come on the show wearing a clown mask. And, yeah, I might slap them. Either way, they're going to come on in a Cowboys jersey wearing a clown mask if we get to $200 in Super Chat. So that really our Super Chat menu for today's show. I've been under the weather all week, so I'm not really feeling too hot. I don't really want to drink too much. If we get to $300, though, I will do a shotgun for you. So that is our Super Chat menu there. With 82 people watching live, people continuing to get that notification coming into the show, 35 likes. Continue to hit that thumbs up icon, like the video. We're at $28 in Super Chats right now. $100 we can surprise producer Trace with an Eagles gift from the Philadelphia Eagles Now family. If you're loving all of this talk about the Birds, all of this hype, all of this excitement, and the fact that they are 5-0, I want you to type E in the comment section right now. Spam E as many times as you can in the comment section if you're pumped up about this football team. John with 5, my man, that gets us to $33 in Super Chat, so we're getting closer to 100. John, what up, brother? Dear Dallas fans, he said, enjoy being 4-2, go Birds. They're 4-1 right now. They lost their only game up to this point with a healthy Dak Prescott. Oddly enough, they have gone 4-0 with Cooper Rush. John, thank you for that Super Chat. Do appreciate that. Spam that E. Cool Rains, Elijah, Tyrone Williams, Potion. Tom is going Downey. Very creative name there. Losing hope with humanity. Tyrone, keep typing that E. I got to sip some tea because I've been sick all week, but hey, I'm still providing for the Eagles Now family. So, in case you're just joining us, we're up to $33 in Super Chats, $67 away from surprising producer Trace with a gift that you all paid for. That's right. All of you paid for producer Trizzy's gift that we can reveal if we get to $100 in Super Chats. Peter Thurman, Tyrone Williams, Cool Rains, Antonio, Captain Dale, Berto. If you guys keep coming out with merch, I'll keep showing it off. My guy, appreciate you. Salute. Going to do a mailbag on today's show. Use the hashtag Eagles Super Chat to get featured on the show. A couple ways for you to get involved. I explain the directions. You follow them. Then we'll get you featured on Philadelphia Eagles Now for thousands of people to see. If we get to $300 in Super Chats, I'm really not expecting that. You guys can all surprise me if you want, but that's a lot of money. And I want you all to save up for our watch party on Sunday. But I won't stop you if you send in some big supers. Trace Freedom Funnel if we get to 300. I will shotgun a beer. We will sing No One Likes Us, We Don't Care, as well as the Fly, Eagles Fly fight song. Potion coming in with another 5-bone. Tom Downey wears Eagles leggings when he goes to sleep. Go Birds! He probably does. He's probably a closet Eagles fan. He grew up in Ohio, so he is like a lot of Cowboys fans out there. They're not even from Dallas. They're not even from Texas. They're just fraudulent fans who also like Kentucky basketball, the New York Yankees, and the Los Angeles Lakers. They're all frauds. That's what it is. Potion, you lighting up a bleezy in that photo, by the way? Good stuff by you. All right, if you're ready to start the show, I want you to hit that thumbs up icon and like the video. We're going to start the show officially in 1 minute. We have 96 people watching live. How many likes can we pick up in 1 minute? I tell the bosses here at Chat Sports that Eagles fans are the best. Well, how many likes can we pick up to show them what's really good? Coming up on the show, Eagles-Cowboys preview. Going to take a look at some Philadelphia Eagles trade targets, a couple of really intriguing names, and then we'll end off with a mailbag, hashtag Eagles or Super Chat to get featured on the show. So all of that is coming up right now. 30 seconds left to see how many likes that we can pick up. Just got about 15, 30 more seconds. How many likes can we pick up over the next 30 seconds? Hit that thumbs up icon if you're pumped up about the Birds, if you're pumped up for the show to start. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles. And we are, let's see, $62 away from revealing a gift that all of you paid for with your Super Chats for producer Trizzy Trace, who's killing it here at the company at Chat Sports. Joseph, I see you. Hit that like button. You already know. I know Joseph already did that. That's for sure. We're up to 60 likes right now, and we're approaching 1 minute. So hit that thumbs up icon, like the video. Let me sip some tea since I'm sickly, and then we'll get started. It's a spatula, Captain Delberto. You saw it. You saw producer Trizzy Trace get slapped. It is not a spatula. It's actually much more expensive than a spatula. It's an absolutely awesome gift. All right, that's the show docket for today. All of that coming your way. We're going to start off with an Eagles versus Cowboys preview because it's Dallas week and we are all pumped up. So without further ado, let's get the show started right now. It is Dallas week, and we're all juiced up all across the country for the Fly Eagles Fly family. And coming your way on today's show, we're going to preview this matchup on Sunday Night Football against the Dallas Cowboys. First, though, today's show is presented by Vincero Collective. Exceptionally crafted, stylish, and affordable watches, all at really, really cool styles and prices. 20% off and free shipping if you use the promo code CHAT at VinceroCollective.com/chat. You can look like a baller without having to spend like one, and in the process, you can ball out like Jalen Hurts has been throughout the first 5 weeks. I'm rocking one of their watches right now. We'll put that link in the comment section and the description of this video. So I'm really excited to preview this game because, yes, the Eagles do have some quality wins so far on the schedule. They took down the Minnesota Vikings, one of the only other teams in the NFC that has 4 wins up to this point in the regular season. But the old school Cowboys-Eagles vibes have certainly been real all throughout the week. And the stage is set on primetime, national, worldwide audience, Sunday Night Football from Lincoln Financial Field in South Philadelphia. And yes, the Eagles come into this game a little bit banged up as evidenced by the injury report that we're about to show you, but still, the odds makers like them, and they like them a lot. They are 6-point favorites with the over-under set at 41.5. We will be doing a watch party on Sunday Night Football right here on Eagles Now. The last watch party we did 2 weeks ago against the Jacksonville Jaguars, 40,000 people joined us all throughout the night. And I want to beat that number here on Sunday Night Football. So make sure you subscribe, turn on those notifications. Therefore, when we do go live, you will be notified. And all throughout the week, myself, as the host of Philadelphia Eagles Now, as well as Tom Downey, host of the Cowboys Report, we've been doing a sub-off to see which channel can pick up the most subscribers throughout this week leading up to game time. Now, we were in the lead on Wednesday. But the Cowboys report, because of some Dak Prescott injury news, they had a 40,000-piece banger, and they overtook us. So they're leading us by 3. Let's beat them on the field and here at Chat Sports. Hit that red sub button right now. let's start to move forward with our preview. So we first take a look at the Eagles injury report. And honestly, this news a little bit better today on Thursday as compared to Wednesday. All of these players have been featured on the injury report this week. Landon Dickerson with an ankle, Jake Elliott with an ankle, Kenneth Gainwell with a rib injury, Patrick Johnson concussion, Jason Kelce ankle, Avonte Maddox ankle, Jordan Mailata shoulder, and Isaac Seumalo with that ankle injury. But the Eagles just wrapped up practice from the NovaCare complex, and it looks as though their offensive line, with some of those studs on the right side of your screen, Isaac Seumalo, Jordan Mailata, Jason Kelce, are going to be able to play. Now, Jordan Mailata was the biggest question mark, and this is really major news that he suited up on the practice field on Thursday, and it looks as though he is going to play in this game, and it's really important for the Eagles' offensive line to be stout, to be dominant, to be physical against one of the best defenses in the National Football League. This is a good matchup for a couple of reasons. It's the fiercest NFC East rivalry. It's one of the best rivalries in all of football. And right now, these are two of the hottest teams in the National Football League. Eagles still perfect at 5-0. They've won 5 consecutive games. And the Dallas Cowboys, after falling week 1 to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, with Cooper Rush, by the way, have been able to reel off 4 consecutive wins. The Eagles' results up to this point: beat the Lions, crushed the Minnesota Vikings. They sacked Carson Wentz 9 times. They came back from an early deficit to score 29 unanswered against the Jacksonville Jaguars, and last week held on the road. Really gritty win in which the defense, I thought, played pretty well. Cameron Dicker named NFC's Special Teams Player of the Week with 2 extra point makes, 2 field goal makes, the eventual game winner. They win that game 20-17. And as I said, the Dallas Cowboys, they're rolling right now. But it's not because of their offense. Pretty much it's because of their defense, which ranks atop the league with the San Francisco 49ers in multiple defensive categories. They went down, and it was ugly, week 1 against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Week 2, they rebound with Cooper Rush at quarterback. They take down the defending AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals. Then they beat the Giants and the Washington Commanders in back-to-back divisional games. And then last week, they beat the Rams 22-10. Really good on special teams last week for Dallas. Now, as I mentioned off the top of the show, Philadelphia Eagles Now is presented by Vincero Collective. I'm rocking one of their watches right now, and stay tuned for this message about Vincero, but also we're just getting our preview started. For all the boss men and women out there, true Vincero watches are a must. They can elevate your look with the twist of the wrist, like this, made with surgical-grade stainless steel, durable silicone, and genuine Italian marble straps. These sleek, modern watches come with traditional automatic and Japanese quartz movements, and the eye-catching and modern designs can go with any outfit or trend. Perfect for a day in the office or a date night out. This is the perfect gift for yourself or someone that you love. And let's be real, the holiday season is coming up right around the corner, so it's 20% off if you use the promo code CHAT at VinceroCollective.com/chat. Exceptionally crafted, stylish, and affordable watches. We'll put that link in the comment section as well as the description of this video. And you take a gander at the NFC East standings, and it's crazy, right? Because the Eagles, the only remaining unbeaten team in the NFL, but if they drop this game, then they're in a tie with the Dallas Cowboys atop this division, and the Cowboys have the tiebreaker. The Giants, another surprise team, is the NFC East, maybe the most surprising division in football at 4-1, and then Carson Wentz, an all-time fraud, and the Commanders sitting there at 1-4. If you hate the Dallas Cowboys, type F Dallas in the chat, but also hit that thumbs up icon and like the video. I'm taking a look at our live poll during our live show. Which team do you dislike the most as we go live every single Thursday, 4 o'clock Eastern, 1 o'clock Pacific? 92% of the votes, Cowboys. 3% Giants and 5% Commanders. Honestly, I would have thought the Giants were coming in second place. And as I said a little bit earlier, right, this has old school Cowboys-Eagles rivalry vibes from way back in the day. I think this is going to be a very physical matchup, and Jason Kelce is anticipating that as well. He kind of responded to what Jason Peters said earlier this week and said this: these two fan bases and organizations, two polar opposites that have been in the same division, that have played so many meaningful games of football together. You have the Philadelphia fan base, which is this extremely localized, diehard fan base that is authentic to all of them growing up together in this community and this environment. It breeds authenticity. And I love what he said right here. And you have the Dallas Cowboys fan base, which they have that in Dallas, but the majority of the fan base is built on commercialism and all of this pop culture. Lakers, Yankees type fandom that I think is the complete opposite of what the Philadelphia fan base stands for. And also, you have the North and the South going into it. You have so many factors and different things that it's led to being almost a game of cultures and values that I certainly feel and love to represent on the side that I am on. And Jason Kelce continues to solidify himself as an all-time Philadelphia Eagles legend. He understands the pulse and the heartbeat of this city as well as this fan base, and he understands that the Eagles are part of the fabric of Philadelphia. And the Dallas Cowboys, they're all frauds. So we can't really do this preview without getting to the latest injury news on Dak Prescott, so let's pivot there next. Dak latest. He will not play against Philadelphia. That was determined earlier this week. And Cooper Rush is once again going to get the start. He is 4-0 this year, replacing Dak Prescott. And in his career, 5-0 as a starter. Now, he is not going to drop back and dice you up, but he manages the game really well. And I think that Kellen Moore has done a really good job of calling the game for him. Here are the numbers that he's put up over his last 4 starts. 61% completion percentage, which is solid. 839 yards, which doesn't blow you away by any means. 7.1 yards per attempt, and 4 touchdowns to 0 interceptions. So Cooper Rush has played solid, but honestly, they've given him easy throws as well as easy reads to make, and Tony Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott have been able to get that ground game going. You pressure Cooper Rush, that's a way for the Eagles to be victorious in this football game. As for the quarterback on the other sideline, Jalen Hurts, him, against Dallas in his career, hasn't really been him. He's 0-2 with a 59% completion percentage. He's only thrown 3 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. He's run for more than 100 yards in both of those matchups, but up to this point, Dan Quinn has had his number. But Jalen Hurts has proven here in 2022 that he's a bona fide MVP candidate throughout the first 5 weeks of the season, and he has proven to be a much improved quarterback throwing the football this year. So I really don't think that you can compare Jalen Hurts in his previous 2 starts against Dallas to what he's been able to do this year, because he looks like a more confident and refined thrower of the football. And in years previous, he didn't have these weapons at his disposal. He had a really good offensive line, but when you combine the best offensive line in football with these weapons, that's why Jalen Hurts has been able to ascend and take that next step. Devontae Smith has been great. Dallas Goedert, still one of the more underrated and best tight ends in the NFL. And A.J. Brown is top 5 in receiving yards among all wide receivers, and all of these guys have had great levels of production. Still a lot left to get to here on our preview, but it is prediction time here on Philadelphia Eagles Now. Who are you going with on Sunday Night Football? DAL for the Dallas Cowboys, PHI for the Philadelphia Eagles. Now let's transition to some of the in particular points and some of the keys to the game for Philadelphia to push that record to a perfect 6-0 to remain unbeaten. It honestly sounds so simple, but tackling is a huge key in this game. The Cowboys like to get the ball out quick on some of those bubble screens and on some of those quick-hitting slants. They also like to run the football. And up to this point, the Eagles' defense has been pretty good. They've also been one of the worst tackling defenses in the NFL. And if you give the Cowboys opportunities to pick up yards after contact, when they break tackles and they move the chains on some of the critical third downs in what I believe is going to be a very close game, that's how you could go down in this football game. The Cowboys' stats with Cooper Rush, really nothing crazy, honestly. 23 points per game. And I think this Eagles defense is the better unit as compared to the Dallas offense. Total yards per game, 311.5. Passing yards per game, 184, but the ground game has been excellent. It's going to be a big test for this Eagles defense going up against that potent ground attack as the Cowboys compiling 127 yards per game on the ground. They've also only turned the football over 1 time, and the Eagles are something like plus 10, plus 12 in turnover margin, and the EPA, expected points average per game, very, very minuscule. So not a lot of room for the Cowboys to make mistakes, but their offensive line has been very good. Tyler Smith, Connor McGovern, Tyler Biotish, Zach Martin, Terrence Steele. They let go of a couple of guys this past offseason, and they've actually ended up being pretty good. Like when Lyle Collins left and when they suffered a couple of injuries along that offensive line to guys like Tyron Smith, you're thinking, oh, this offensive line isn't going to be able to hold up in protection or open up lanes for this ground game, but they've actually exceeded expectations. And their hands are going to be full with an Eagles defense that has really been getting after the quarterback in a very consistent fashion. Hassan Reddick leading the charge with 4.5 sacks. He's really made good on that free agent deal. Brandon Graham, BG, all-time Eagle with 3. Fletcher Cox with 3. Josh Sweat, TJ Edwards, Javon Hargrave. So this Eagles defensive line really going up against a Dallas offensive line that's good. But if the Eagles want to prove that they are in fact legit and they can win the NFC, they should be able to really take control of the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. Let's round out with this. I just want to get to some matchups to watch in this football game from the link. Eagles offensive line against the Cowboys defensive line for a lot of the reasons that I talked about. But then conversely, it's the Cowboys offensive line against the Eagles defensive line. A.J. Brown against Trevon Diggs is going to be a terrific matchup. This is a good opportunity for A.J. Brown to really get going again. And I want to see Shane Steichen and Nick Sirianni target him a little bit more, especially on some of those 50-50 balls because he does have the size advantage over Diggs. And then it's Jalen Hurts against Dan Quinn because Hurts, he has really struggled against the Dallas Cowboys and the multiple looks that this defense poses him. Hurts, you're an MVP candidate up to this point. You want to prove that you are a legit MVP candidate? Take care of business on Sunday. And lastly, turnovers could decide this game. I really do believe that ball security is going to come at a premium. So with all of that, appreciate all of you for watching our preview. Before we hop on out of here, I want you to predict the score down in the comment section. It's the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Give me a precise score prediction. My prediction, I think it's going to be a gritty game. I think it's going to come down to the wire. I think it's going to be a really physical matchup. My final score, E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles. They take it by a final score of 26-23 to maintain their lead atop the NFC East and to stay undefeated. All right, we will be doing a watch party against the Dallas Cowboys. So for all of you watching right now, 200 people, I hope that you all join us and turn on your notifications. Subscribe to the channel. Therefore, when we do go live, you will be notified. Now, the plan as of right now is to go live 30 minutes prior to kickoff, but honestly, if the Philadelphia Phillies are in Game 5 of the NLDS against the Atlanta Braves, I might go live earlier to do an all-Philadelphia watch party with the Phillies-Braves game leading into Sunday Night Football. You think I should do it? Give me a Y for yes or an N for no. Either way, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Another super chat came in during that segment from Murr from Impractical Jokers, $5. Do appreciate that. We'll ring the Liberty Bell for you. Appreciate it, brother. $10 coming in from Trench Baby A. And what do you know? Just like that, we're at $53 in Super Chats. We are 47 away from revealing our gift to producer Trace from all of you who have sent us in Super Chats. That's no joke at all. $47 away from $100 in Super Chats. And if we get there, we are giving Trace a gift. Trench Baby A, it's my birthday. I hope I'm not late. Go Eagles. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Trench Baby A. Happy birthday to you. Let's go, Trench Baby. Appreciate you for tuning in, and thank you for that $10 super chat. You didn't have to pay for a shout-out, but we'll sing for you, that's for sure. All right, head to the Cowboys report right now and type F Dallas and F Tom. Let me fetch that link here. We're going to put it in the chat. Producer Trace is going to put it in the chat. That is Tom Downey's Cowboys-Eagles preview. Go to that link that's in the chat right now and just type F Dallas, F Tom as many times as possible to show Dallas that they're a fraudulent franchise that has not won a Super Bowl in a quarter century. By the way, you like my mug? Philly, Philly, City of Champions. I had one of my fraudulent friends, by the way. I took a picture of this because I do live in Dallas. That's where Chat Sports is located. We're a national sports network. And I have a nice little view of the skyline. So I took a picture because sometimes I go up to the rooftop in the morning, I drink some French press coffee, and I took a picture of this mug in front of the Dallas skyline. And one of my buddies slid up and said, Philly, Philly, City of Champions. They have won Super Bowl. It's not the City of Champions. It's like, dude, shut up. Give us our shine. All right? Fly, Eagles, fly. Suck these. Tyrone Williams, F Dallas. Tyrone Williams, F Dallas. Mr. Vegas with some crying emojis. Preston, Captain Delberto, Kara Poole, XXX. Tyrone Williams typing F Dallas as well. Potion, F Dallas. $47 away from giving Trace a gift from the Eagles Now family. Let's do it. So head to the Cowboys report. We're putting that link in the chat once again. Cash owner, F Dallas, F Tom. Go to that link and comment on that video. If you're watching on your phone, though, obviously don't leave the stream. Do it after the fact, but keep that link in store. All right, mailbag coming up next. Get those questions in right now. We'll do a mailbag, and then we'll take a look at some Philadelphia Eagles trade targets. Hashtag Eagles, or better yet, Super Chat to join the show. You got a question that you want me to answer? Get it in right now. Do you have a comment or a hot take that you want featured on the show? Hashtag Eagles or Super Chat. We have a mailbag coming up. Lou G is here. Cool Rains is here. $7 in Canadian currency. That gets us to 59. So we're 41 away from giving a gift to producer Trace, and you guys are all going to love it. It's straight up epic. Jimmy Kimmel is dead exposed. Let's see. Calcaterra should get more snaps over Stoll, in my opinion. What do you think? As a pass catcher, he's really good. What was that? Was it against, I think it was against Minnesota week 2? Or no, Washington. It was his first reception where he caught the ball, and he was running down that sideline, and I was like, great Calcaterra. Now, he did go to Oklahoma, then he went to SMU. He actually retired from football because of concussion issues and then got back into football. He has a bunch of talent. It's the health concerns, which is why he slid in the draft to Philadelphia, but he is a good pass catcher. But Stoll is really just that glue guy at that tight end spot. Really good as a blocker, especially on some of those pull blocks in motion as well. Decent catcher of the football. Calcaterra's better at getting his hands on the ball. But, yeah, over time, I think Calcaterra could become a pretty good backup tight end. All right, mailbag coming up next. Let's chop it up, homies. Hashtag Eagles, Super Chat to get featured on the show. Going to take another sip of tea because I've been under the weather, but then we'll start answering your questions. And, Luke Lunsford, F Philly, Tom Sennis here. So we have people invading the chat. F Dallas. Exactly. Tell them F Dallas. For those supers that came in, we'll ring the Liberty Bell. What do you got, Trace? You about to say something?
Yeah, guys. So Chase has been telling me about this like for weeks now, and I'm really want to know what it is. I really am excited to see what it is. So let's get this party started. Chase may be under the weather, but your boy Trizzy Trace, he brought his umbrella. We're ready to party again.
Yeah.
Let's
Usually
go.
we're drinking with the Super Chats, but since I've been under the weather, we'll still do an Eagles Now happy hour at the end of the show, so make sure you stay tuned for that. We ain't ever scared. And if we get to $100 in Super Chats, as you just saw that graphic, we'll surprise producer Trace. We are $41 away from doing that. It only takes one Super Chat. And your donations allow us to get Trace the gift that hopefully we can show you on the show today. So mailbag coming up. Hashtag Eagles. You want to send in the Super Chat? We'll get that featured on the show as well. 101 likes. Good job by all of you to hit that thumbs up icon and like the video. And without further ado, let's start taking your questions and your hot takes right now. This is Philadelphia Eagles Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Chase Senior. No matter where you are or how you're tuned in, thank you so much for making Eagles Now a part of your day. On the show today, we're going to chop it up, really open up the floor and take questions and comments from all of our amazing subscribers. And a reminder to subscribe to the channel. We're giving you videos every single day with the best, most informative, interactive Eagles news, rumors, and analysis. We started doing live shows and watch parties this year, and we're doing a watch party against the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday Night Football. Captain Delberto starts us off, $2 Super Chat. Let's not get the goal so he doesn't get his present. So for those of you watching after the fact, if we get to $100 in Super Chats during our live show, we're at $71 right now, we're surprising producer Trizzy with a gift that the Eagles Now family helped pay for. You don't want to miss it. Murr, $10. Take a shot for the birds. I'll take a shot of tea because I've been under the weather in my Philly City of Champions mug. Appreciate that, Murr. And producer Trace, he'll take a shot after this segment. Tyrone Williams with this one. What can the Eagles defense do to stop the rush? Well, are you talking about Cooper Rush or the Dallas Cowboys rush? Kind of goes hand in hand here because Cooper Rush is not a quarterback who is going to drop back and throw it between 30 to 50 times and be successful. Really, the playbook for Dallas so far in route to their 4 wins, it's really been old school type of football. Really good defense that has gotten after the opposing quarterback. They've been really good against the rush. And then offensively, they've run the football really well, and they've asked Cooper Rush to make simple throws and an occasional shot downfield. So for this Eagles defense against that ground game, honestly, Tony Pollard is the better running back. Yet because they're paying Ezekiel Elliott so much money, Zeke continues to get more carries than Tony Pollard. You want to see more so Zeke as compared to Tony Pollard, because Pollard is that running back who can really take it to the crib anytime he gets his hands on the football. He's extremely explosive, but Ezekiel Elliott is more of that power back. Now, I do give the Eagles defense the edge here because Cooper Rush is a mediocre quarterback going up against this Cowboys offense. This defensive line for Philadelphia has been really good. Honestly, Tyrone, with your question, you know who one of the biggest individuals in this football game is, literally and physically? It's going to be Jordan Davis, who week after week continues to get more snaps, and with more snaps has had more production. And if you look at the simple stat sheet, you won't think that he's done much. If you turn on some of the All-22, he's taken on double teams. He's throwing offensive linemen all over the place. He is disrupting the line of scrimmage and altering some of these run plays. So the defensive front, led by Jordan Davis, and everybody else is going to be key in this game. Linebacking core, secondary as well, because the Eagles have been one of the worst tackling teams in the league up to this point. As I said a little bit earlier, we will be doing a watch party for the Cowboys-Eagles game on Sunday Night Football. Our last watch party was against the Jacksonville Jaguars. 40,000 people joined us all throughout the day. We're trying to beat that number. Make sure you subscribe, turn on those noties. We have some unbelievably entertaining Super Chat games that we have cooked up for you. And, of course, we'll be taking down some beers with some shotguns, the Freedom Funnel, singing Fly, Eagles Fly, and all that stuff. Donnell Shipley, what do you think of C.J. Gardner-Johnson? I think he's been really good, and you have to consider that C.J. Gardner-Johnson was traded for right before the season. He had to learn an entirely new defense. He was brought in to play safety, and while he's done some of that with the New Orleans Saints throughout his career, minimal snaps. He actually played more as a nickel and slot corner. So for him to master this defense, to be a good tackler, he led the Eagles in tackles last week. He's played 99% of the snaps. In coverage, he's really been solid, okay, but sometimes those coverage breakdowns go down to the nuances of the game. He does have really good ball instincts. What I like about C.J. Gardner-Johnson, a.k.a. C.D. Deuce, it's his intangibles. It's his leadership. It's him being the hype man. You watch some of the Eagles' celebrations in the locker room after some of these games, he's leading the charge. And that stuff, to me, it really does matter. Philly Love, next up on the docket. Should the Eagles trade for Sidney Jones? Wow, Sidney Jones, what a name. So, obviously, his career did not pan out with the Birds. He was a second-round pick under Howie Roseman back a few years ago. If he did not pop his Achilles at his pro day at Washington, most likely would have been a first-round pick. Now, he missed his entire rookie season, and after that, he just could not lock down Jim Schwartz's scheme. I think a lot of that was schematics, but also he suffered from a lack of confidence here, but also in that injury, and really was never able to find his stride. Now, he was let go, goes to Jacksonville, now he's with Seattle. He's played solid. If an injury happens, he's probably, honestly, one of the better cornerbacks out there, but I'd say pass right now, as long as Avonte Maddox can come back soon. Cool Reigns, he's an OG. Which NFC East team are you most worried about? It's probably the Dallas Cowboys because of that defense. And when Dak Prescott comes back, outside of Jalen Hurts, they have the best quarterback in the division. The New York Giants, I think, might be one of the more improved and well-coached teams in the NFL. That team is a little bit dangerous, but does Daniel Jones really scare you all that much? They've been so reliant on Saquon Barkley. Once they go up against a legit defense, and by the way, their schedule the next 4 or 5 weeks is extremely easy. They could honestly be 8-2 after 10 games. But I want to see a defense stack the box, force Saquon to beat them, and then, in turn, make Daniel Jones beat them through the air. You shut down Saquon Barkley, I'm not sure that Giants offense can have success. And also, with that Giants offense, they've been so depleted at that wide receiver position. If you're going to join our watch party on Sunday Night Football, I want you to type Real One down in the comment section right now. Honestly, I took over Philadelphia Eagles now right before the season, and the response has been absolutely fantastic with the subscribers, everybody tuning in, all of the comments that we've received, and how we've been able to really grow our audience and increase our views during our live shows as well as our watch parties. And a lot of it comes down to everybody out there just being a real one. And you know who's a real one? Captain Delberto sent me this shirt of him, sent me this picture of him rocking a Real One shirt that we do have available for all of you in the black as well as the Kelly green. So Captain Delberto, you're a real one. Everybody who's subscribed to the channel, also a real one. And if you want to get a real one shirt, get them right now. And if you send me a picture of you rocking one, we'll get you featured on the show like our guy Delberto. Chatsports.com/Eagles Real One. Head there, get yourself a real one shirt, because we do appreciate all of the support. And if you support us, you are a straight up real one. All right, $13 super chat coming in from Jimmy Kimmel. Are you nervous about our defense against Dallas? Even though we only allowed 17 points, I felt that we played really soft coverage against the Arizona Cardinals. Yeah, there were a couple of plays where it was like Jim Schwartz-esque. You know how Jim Schwartz used to play that stick defense on some of those 3rd and longs? Like, I remember that Tennessee Titans game a couple of years ago where Marcus Mariota was able to carve this defense up because Jim Schwartz kept playing sticks, and they kept playing such soft coverage. Some of the 3rd downs that they gave up against Arizona and Kyler Murray reminded me a lot of that. But I do think that was part of the game plan, because you have to think about it from this perspective. Kyler Murray is going to be able to run around the field. Going through progressions, not a great quarterback. He is really good when the pocket breaks down and it's out of structure. And you want to have guys back in coverage in case all these wide receivers and tight ends, after that pressure comes, are just running all over the place, or if he takes off. So I kind of see that to a certain degree. But going up against this Dallas offense, I'm really not concerned about this Eagles defense. Vic Fangio has been a consultant, as we covered earlier this week, and I do think this Eagles defense can be and has been one of the better defensive units in the NFL, and Cooper Rush doesn't scare me much. You stop the run and force Cooper Rush to beat you, Eagles can win this football game. Next question for the audience. I do want your feedback here. What do you like the most about Philadelphia Eagles now? Is it our daily Eagles updates, type 1? Is it our live shows, type 2? Our watch parties, type 3? Everything that we do, type 4? Or is there something that we can improve on? Let us know right now in the comment section. I do want your feedback. Brandon Ford, a true subscriber of Eagles now. Which receiver do you think will make the biggest impact this Sunday? I got AJ and Goddard. So AJ going to be going up against Trayvon Diggs. And maybe they double team A.J. Brown, but I think they're going to test the Eagles by going one-on-one across the board. But Diggs primarily, I would imagine, is going to be on A.J. Brown. What does that do? Opens up some opportunities for Devontae Smith to go wild. That linebacking core also for Dallas isn't like it once was, especially if they're going to rush Micah Parsons a lot. So that could open up some opportunities for Dallas Goedert in the process. Either way, that's why the Eagles' offense has been so dangerous. They can hit you from so many different angles, and they're so unpredictable. Lou G, the G, I like the secondary to buy enough time for the D-line to get pressure as long as Gannon is aggressive. Or conversely, Lou G, if the Eagles' defensive line gets some pressure, then you don't have to worry about what's going on in the back end. But you're right. That's a big reason why this Eagles defensive line has been able to get home. Linebackers drastically improved, as we continue to discuss. The secondary, Bradbury, Slay, maybe the best 1-2 cornerback punch in the NFL, and then C.J. Gardner-Johnson of Marcus Epps, combined with Devontae Maddox. This defense has been much improved from a year ago. So I agree with you on that front. Ryan Rowe, do you think that Jalen Hurts and C.J. will get more snaps to providing enough pressures and confidence? I'm not really understanding your question there, Ryan. C.J. Gardner-Johnson to provide more pressure and confidence? Or yeah, I'm not sure. Try to clarify that, Ryan. Spirit Hunter TV, what is your bold prediction for the game against the boys? Mine is that the Eagles force rush into 3 picks. 1 by Slay, 1 by Bradbury, 1 by C.D. Deuce. Well, if that happens, that the Eagles are going to win this football game. They've been so good in the plus-minus in turnover differential this year. If you caught our preview, I had said I think turnovers might be able to decide this football game. My bold prediction, let's see. They hold Micah Parsons in check, and Lane Johnson continues to play really well. He has not given up a sack since, last year. Barely any quarterback pressure. So they hold Micah Parsons in check, and he doesn't have a big game. All right, who you got with this game? Speaking of it, DAL for the fraudulent Dallas Cowboys, PHI for the Philadelphia Eagles. Get those predictions in. Let us know who you have getting this dub, and appreciate all of you for tuning into this mailbag. All right, we'll give you some shout-outs here with those supers. $19 away until we surprise producer Trizzy Trace. $19 away until we surprise producer Trizzy Trace with a gift that all of you who have super chatted us actually paid for. That's right. We do appreciate that. One more time, Captain Delberto, He's a real one. Appreciate you for supporting the show, my guy, and getting yourself not just one, but 2 real one shirts. The black, good to wear when the Eagles rock those black unis, and the Kelly green as well. Get yours. We put that link in the chat a little bit earlier. Potion with 5, analysis, interaction, pure shenanigans. Eagles now top shelf at the bar. Sip some, Triz. You got a drink, Trizzy? Trace has a beer. He also has some Fireball, and he has the Freedom Funnel here. Oh, we have a nice little refrigerator.
Yeah, we
That's
got
awesome.
a fridge in here
All
and
right.
everything. That's why I picked
fantastic.
this studio. It's a
And
figured we'd
I
party.
love how we have beers that are not being chilled right now
Yeah.
because the real ones know
Yeah.
that we shotgun warm beers so
It's,
it doesn't hurt us on the way
And
down.
our first rodeo. Here you go, Potion. That one's for you, my boy.
That's for Potion. You don't need the Fireball or the Freedom Funnel yet. All right. So Potion with the 5. That gets us $14 away from giving Trace a gift. He is our adopted Eagles fan. He grew up in Texas, but he's done such a great job as the producer of Philadelphia Eagles now. You all have embraced him so much that we got so many super chats, and with that, we got him a very expensive gift and a customized gift. That's the hint. $14 away from giving him that. One more segment left to get to, Eagles trade candidates, and then after that, we'll do a little Eagles Now happy hour for anybody who wants to indulge. Hold the 14 hostage from Captain Delberto.
Nah.
What does that mean?
Hold the $14
so he doesn't
hostage.
get his gift.
Yeah.
Does Captain Delberto not like you?
I don't know, man. I thought I was a real one. What? I
Trace
don't know.
is a real one. Does Captain Delberto not like Trace? Cash Owner's a real one. Spirit Hunter TV is a real one. Spirit Hunter also with the bold prediction. How about a bold prediction? Eagles hold Pollard and Zeke to under 80 yards rushing. I like that. With Cooper Rush, they've run for more than 120 yards per game. Captain to replace Trizzy. I like him, but I'm funnier. And I have better hair.
You do
We're
have
not
better
denying
hair.
the hair
You do
part.
have better hair. I'm not even going to deny that.
We're not denying the hair
Not going to
part.
argue that.
All right, before we get to our trade targets, take a look at our little super chat menu. We'll go 100, 200, 300. We're at $86 right now. We'll do a little Eagles Now happy hour at the end of the show. One more segment left to get there. But if we get to $100 in super chats, we are gifting producer Trizzy Trace, as it is the Trace and Chase show. We're going to give him a gift. If we get to $100 in super chats, we're $14 away. And I think everybody's going to be really hype about this gift that we have for producer Trace. If we get to $200 in super chats, a Cowboys fan will come on the show wearing a clown mask. That's right. A Cowboys fan will come on in a Cowboys jersey and a clown mask. They will come on to the show. If we get to $300 in super chats, Trace, he will do this Freedom Funnel because Philadelphia is America's birthplace. How about Harry trying to tell me the other day that Philadelphia is not America's birthplace? He's like, have you heard of Jamestown?
That's
I'm like,
just ignorant.
not really. He's like, well, anybody who has studied history has. Well, they know that the Declaration of Independence was started and signed in Philadelphia. That's where freedom started in 1776.
It's almost like there's a basketball team that says that.
It's almost
crazy
like
concept.
Philadelphia was our nation's first capital before Washington, D.C. hijacked it from us. So Philadelphia is our nation's first
Imagine
capital, and it
having-
is America's birthplace. And to celebrate, we get the $300. Trace will take a drink out of, by the way, America's icon in the American Eagle. He'll drink out of the Freedom Funnel. I'll do a shotgun. We'll sing the No One Likes Us song right into Fly, Eagles, Fly. So still one segment left to get to, then Eagles Now Happy Hour, just giving you a preview as to what is coming up right around the corner. Spirit Hunter, Hurts is playing the best of his career. You know what's also funny? So I said a little bit earlier, I took that flight to New York last Thursday. I was wearing an Eagles shirt at the Dallas International Airport, and some of the workers for the airport who were on like the tarmac, they're like, look at this guy wearing an Eagles shirt. And I said, you guys Cowboys fans? They said, yep. I said, all right, we'll see you next week. And they're like, all right, yeah, Jalen Hurts ain't it. I'm like, and Cooper Rush is out playing Dak Prescott, right? Does that mean he's the better quarterback? Jalen Hurts ain't it, but he's an MVP candidate, and the Eagles are still undefeated, and they're like, Jalen Hurts, he ain't that guy. Just wait till Jalen Hurts dices and slices that Cowboys defense up on Sunday. I need it. I need it. Ryan, rush these nuts. Exactly. Another super chat coming in. What kind of currency is that from Ben Spate? That gets us $13 away from giving Trace a gift. Ben Spate, appreciate that. It's not European currency, I don't think. Pounds? Spirit Hunter TV. He's very smart. Murr said euro. All right, bet. So we have people watching from all across the globe. British pounds from Spirit Hunter. It's good stuff right there. Where is Ben watching from? Oh! Let's go! Yeah.
Let's party! Let's go! Let's go!
That gets us past $100. So we get to give Trace his gifts. Get that up on the screen there, Trizzy. $20 super chat from Flippin' the Bird 85. Eagles are going to wrap up Dallas like a burrito on Sunday night. Eagles going to expose them frauds. Let's finish our food going into the bye. No one likes us. No one likes us. No one likes us. We don't care. We're from Philly, fucking Philly. No one likes us. We don't care. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles. Let's go. So, because we got past $100 in Super Chats, do we give Trace his gift now, type N, or later, type L? Or during happy hour? What should we do? Should Trace get his gift now or later? I know Captain Delberto is going to say later. LA, Cash, Potion, Eagles fan. I'll type in that now. Jimmy said later. Ben Spate said now. Kara Poole said now. Lucy Salas said now. All right. So, Abby, can you do me a favor and get me that? And then, Trace, you put me full screen, and we will give Trace his gift. I am so excited to unveil this to everybody out there. So, thanks to our subscribe. Yeah, thanks to the real ones is fine. All right. So, a little bit of a background here, okay? So, I grew up in Westchester, diehard Eagles fan, ever since I can remember, all right? I've rooted on this team and cared about this football team since I was a little kid. Went to Temple University. My broadcasting career has taken me to a couple of places. It has been my dream since I moved into our house in Westchester back in 1996 to be a broadcaster and at some point in my career to cover the Philadelphia Eagles. So being able to do that right now has been a blessing, and it's been absolutely amazing. So then I take this job at Chat Sports in March of 2021. I was hired to cover the NFL and the NBA and college football with the primary focus on the San Francisco 49ers. You grew up wanting to be a broadcaster, you're not going to say no to those opportunities. I was working for a local news station in Scranton. I hated the job. I got away from covering sports on the daily basis, covered Penn State football from time to time and high school athletics. But my dream always, cover the big boys, NFL, NBA, college football. So then you fast forward to a couple of months ago, Thomas Mott decides to leave us, and of course, Philadelphia's own is going to take over as the host of Philadelphia Eagles now. While Thomas Mott was here, though, producer Trace did a really good job of helping him out, film remotely, building graphics, distributing some of the videos, and he has been my right-hand man here on Philadelphia Eagles now. So when we brought the show in-house, I went to the bosses and said, look, we have to start doing live shows. We have to start doing watch parties. I think there's money to be made there, and I think that the reaction and the response is going to be amazing. And honestly, it's exceeded our expectations tenfold. I mean, shoot, 40,000 people joined us for our third ever watch party a couple of weeks ago against Jacksonville. And all of your super chats have really helped us build this channel and make it, in my opinion, the most legit Eagles channel on YouTube. But because we've gotten so many super chats, a couple of weeks ago, I hit up the bosses and I said, Trace has been doing such a great job. Trace has been crushing it here on Philadelphia Eagles now. The people in the chat and Eagles fans love this guy for the hype man that he is and the excitement that he brings. So I went to the boss of the company. I said, we have to get Trace a custom Philadelphia Eagles jersey, and that's what we're gifting producer Trizzy Trace on Philadelphia Eagles now. Because of all of your help, because of all of your super chats and your support, we got producer Trizzy Trace a customized Philadelphia Eagles jersey. Now, you're probably wondering why it's number 48. 48 is in his Twitter bio, and 48 is a glue guy number, and Trace is a glue guy. So with that, Trace, we officially give you your Philadelphia Eagles now Trizzy Trace
I appreciate
Eagles
it.
jersey.
I love every single one of you. Bleeding green until the fucking day I die.
Let's go.
Let's go, baby. Woo! Woo!
Trizzy, 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 Trizzy,
We gotta-
Trizzy. You got to throw it on,
We
man.
gotta do a flag.
You got to throw it on.
Do a fly Eagles fly.
Yeah, we will. We will. I'll put on the Eagles foam head, too.
We have to do a fly Eagles fly. At least one.
All right. When you're all set.
Let's do it.
All right. Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. Fight, Eagles, fight. Score a touchdown, 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em low, hit 'em high, and watch our Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! Appreciate the help, Trace. And Lou G's in the chat. He said, I sent that $100 for the jersey 2 weeks ago. You helped pay for the jersey, Lou G. And so did everybody else who sent in every single super chat. Because honestly, we wouldn't have been able to buy Trace a customized jersey if we didn't get all those super chats. So that is what all of you do for us, and in turn, we greatly appreciate it, and we add to the culture here at Chat Sports. So clap it up for Trizzy. Lou G said Trizzy for president. Potion, let's go G. Lou G. Why is Trizzy wearing a cowboy hat? Well, we're in Texas, and it's a bit, right? They're playing the Cowboys this week. I got one here as well. How about them Cowboys? So ring it up. Ring that bell for the Philadelphia Phillies, for all of you Eagles fans, nation and worldwide, because we had Pounds coming in for a super chat a little bit earlier. So bleed green, mate, from Spirit Hunter.
Always will.
Because we have people tuned in from Australia as well. Let's go. All right. To round out the show before we get to our happy hour, some Eagles trade targets. So we'll take a look at that. Thank you to the real ones for helping Trace out. Spirit Hunter, Nola going to dominate tonight. They play tomorrow, by the way. Shane Victorino throwing out the first pitch at CBP. First time a playoff game is in South Philadelphia in 11 years.
Yeah, who you got? Y'all got the Phillies winning this one? Y'all got the Phillies? Type P if you got the Phillies winning.
Got to get the Phils. Got to get the Phils to the NLCS. That'd be electric. All right, coming up next on the show, going to get to some Eagles trade targets. Then we'll do a little Eagles Now happy hour. $100 in super chats, and with that, we gave Trace his present. Joseph, I see you in the chat. Everybody else for tuning in. Do appreciate that as well. Lou G, Triz, the people's champ. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, let's get to these Eagles trade targets right now on Eagles Now Live. Coming up on today's show, going to take a look at some more Eagles trade targets with the NFL trade deadline, quickly approaching right around the corner. First, though, have to give a shout out to Vincero Collective for making today's show possible. 20% off if you use the promo code CHAT at vincerocollective.com/chat. You get these exceptionally made, stylish, and affordable watches. We'll put that link in the comment section and the description of this video. So coming your way on today's show, just want to take a look at a couple of players that the Eagles can target in a trade if they decide to go all in on trying to win a Super Bowl here in 2022. Obviously, up to this point, they're the best team in the NFL record-wise, and we know that Howie Roseman is a wheeler and a dealer and an aggressive guy at heart. He's always trying to improve this football roster. These trade targets that we're going to break down on today's show, they would do just that. First, though, I do want your feedback in the comment section because I'm not content with Eagles Now. Even though we've been really successful here as a channel, we want to continue to grow. We want to continue to improve. So with that, I ask you this. What do you like the most about Philadelphia Eagles Now? Is it our daily videos and coverage type 1, live shows type 2, watch parties type 3, everything type 4, or is there something that we can improve on? If that's the case, I want you to let us know and be honest with us in the comment section. So trade target number 1 on today's show. It's a very familiar name and actually a player who the Philadelphia Eagles passed up on a couple of years ago in Panther safety Jeremy Chinn. And throughout this week, we've been talking about Panthers players who could be on the trade block. The Panthers are in a precarious situation. They fired former Temple University head coach Matt Rule. there's going to be a new regime after this year, and are they going to hit the reset button, or are they banking on this roster being the roster for a new regime to get it right next year and get them back to their winning ways? If they do decide to sell and compile assets, Jeremy Chinn could be expendable. Now, the Eagles actually took Jalen Hurts at 53 overall back in the 2020 NFL draft. And a lot of people were fired up that the Eagles passed on Jeremy Chinn, who went to Southern Illinois, the Salukis, at 64, because at the time, Carson Wentz had just signed that contract extension. A lot of people didn't believe that the Eagles needed another quarterback. They thought that Jalen Hurts was going to be on the roster and really curtail the continued development of Carson Wentz after he had really led the Eagles in phenomenal fashion in that last month of the season the year prior before getting concussed by Jadeveon Clowney against the Seattle Seahawks in that playoff game. Honestly, it's ended up being a huge selection for the course and the future of this franchise, going Jalen Hurts at 53 and not going with Jeremy Chinn at 64. He did make it to the Pro Football Writers of America all-rookie team back in 2020. He is currently injured on IR with a hamstring injury, not expected, though, to be season-ending. And a lot of people thought that passing up on Jeremy Chinn was a mistake because of what he did as a rookie safety with Carolina. He was really good. Solo tackles, 89, forced fumbles, 2, really was a game changer and a game breaker there. 1 sack, as you can send him home on some blitz packages. 1 pick. Gave up a passer rating of 120.2, which isn't great. Missed tackles 18, and then in year 2, he was able to improve in a lot of areas. Solo tackles went up to 91. Forced fumbles also increased too. In 2021, sacks 1, interceptions 1, passer rating went down. Missed tackles, a little bit of a concern. You'd like to see him lay the boom a little bit more often, but does have really good instincts at that safety spot. You take a look also at his Pro Football Focus grades from 2020 to 2021, and he did make some improvements drastically, really all across the board. Overall grade went up from 59 to 71.4, league average according to Pro Football Focus in that 70 threshold. Run defense grade improved exponentially from 47 to 62.5. Pass rush went up slightly. Coverage grade was also good, increasing by about 10 percentage points. And a reason why Jeremy Chinn could get traded is his contract expires in 2024. And the Carolina Panthers, if they don't have any plans to re-sign him in the future, why not maybe get some value back for Jeremy Chinn right now if he's not in the future plans? But it is a little bit of a question mark if the Eagles should trade for him, given the emergence of Marcus Epps and the solid play of C.J. Gardner-Johnson, who is also looking for a new contract. Because Marcus Epps has honestly been a pleasant surprise this year, and his Pro Football Focus grades higher than safeties out there like Jesse Bates. That's how quality of a safety he's been. But let me ask you this question. Who would you rather have between these two players? Would you rather move forward with Marcus Epps or make a trade for Jeremy Chinn? I want to hear from you. Sound off, join the comment section, and share your thoughts down below. As I mentioned off the top of the show, Philadelphia Eagles now, presented by Vincero Collective. I'm rocking one of their watches right now, and with that, I got a pep in my step. I feel a little bit more swaggy and confident because I'm adding to my wardrobe in a really good fashion. All of their faces, awesome, and they also have all of these different watch bands. Right now, I'm rocking a leather one, this one, little suede with that gray, and then this one, also a really good, sophisticated look. For all the boss men and women out there, their watches are a must. They can elevate your look with a twist of the wrist, made with surgical-grade stainless steel and really, really quality products. Perfect for a day in the office or a date night out. Shoot, I was on a date recently with my girl, and I was rocking one of the Vincero watches, and the waitress that we had was like, wow, that's really nice. Where'd you get that? And I gave them the deal. It's VinceroCollective.com/chat, promo code chat for 20% off and free shipping. You can look like a baller without having to spend like one. And also, Vincero offers you a shopping experience that you can trust. And if you need to return or swap, no problem at all. Their 5-year guarantee and 365-day free return policy has you covered. From quality you can feel to style you can't deny, Vincero Collective guarantees to up your game. We'll put that link in the comment section in the description of this video. Trade target number 2 It's a tight end who, coming out of Alabama, I really like this player. We're talking about O.J. Howard. He got drafted in the first round by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but has never really been able to find his footing as a player in the National Football League. Back in the 2015 National Championship with Nick Saban in Alabama, he was named the National Championship MVP. He gets drafted in the first round by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I thought this guy was going to be a bona fide stud. Wasn't really a scheme fit early on. They didn't utilize him. And then he suffered, I believe, an Achilles tear and wasn't able to get going. It was with the Bucs from 2017 to 2021. With the Bills in the preseason, I like the free agent acquisition because you're thinking, okay, he teams up with Josh Allen. He's going to be able to ball out. Never happened. He got cut, goes to the Houston Texans. He was utilized a couple of weeks ago, but is kind of on the outside looking in, so he could be had at a very affordable price. His college stats in 46 games, this is why I like the player. Physical, stature, but also had pull-away speed and really special physical ability. Played 46 games with the Crimson Tide, 114 catches for nearly 2,000 yards. He picked up a first down and a half every time he got his hands on the football with 7 touchdowns. His NFL career stats, though, they have been disappointing, and there's no way around that. But what did the Eagles do? They developed tight ends really well. And it goes all the way back to Chad Lewis back in the day, at least in my lifetime. They have done a great job of developing tight ends. And they go to Brent Selleck, Zach Ertz, now Dallas Goedert. And Philadelphia utilizes that tight end position. And they could utilize a guy like O.J. Howard. 124 catches throughout his career since entering the league back in 2017. Only 17 touchdowns. And this year with Houston, in the early going, he was involved in that offense with Davis Mills. 5 catches, 72 yards, 2 touchdowns. But really, as I said, his playing time has decreased the last couple of weeks. Why I also like the player, though, is how you can use him. And I think that if he were to come to Philadelphia, yes, you have Jack Stoll, yes, you have Grant Calcaterra, and of course, Dallas Goedert, one of the best and most underrated tight ends in the NFL. But O.J. Howard as a backup, you run a little 12 personnel, 2 tight end sets with 2 really good pass catchers. O.J. Howard, as well as Dallas Goedert, that's a really good 1-2 punch at that tight end spot, and you can line them up all across the field. You look at his week 4 usage. This was the last time that he was really involved in that offense. He played 43 of 57 snaps offensively, 37 at inline tight end, 3 in the slot, and then 3 out wide. So you really can line them up all across the field. The ability is intriguing. You look at him and you say, wow, O.J. Howard is a physical specimen. And yes, Jack Stoll and Grant Calcaterra are good, but if an injury happens, O.J. Howard, as we approach the NFL trade deadline, he could be a good trade target for Howie Roseman and Philadelphia. What do you think, though? You tell me. Do the Eagles need a tight end upgrade? Y for yes, N for no. Once again, treat that comment section like a sports talk radio show, 94 WIP, 97.5 The Fanatic, and join the conversation. Lastly, Clelin Ferrell. Now, you look at his numbers this year, and he had an awful hands-to-the-face penalty on primetime against the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm not sure why defensive coordinator Patrick Graham had him at outside corner against Travis Kelce, but Kelce knew that and baited him in to a penalty, dipped his head, Ferrell hit him in the head, first down like that. And you look at his numbers, 4 tackles, 0 sacks, 0 tackles for loss, 0 forced fumbles, and 0 fumble recoveries. Now, I was in Nashville back in 2019 for the NFL draft when the Raiders were picking inside the top 5. And the Raiders, like the Eagles, were one of the most represented fan bases there at the NFL draft in Nashville as Broadway was just popping. I don't remember a lot of things from that weekend. I do remember, though, when the pick came up for the Raiders, I believe number 3 overall, number 4, they selected Clelin Ferrell, and everybody was like, oh, who is this guy? So it was a reach at the time, a bad pick by Mike Mayock and John Gruden. I just think there's a better player in there, though. And his usage this year with Patrick Graham and Las Vegas, he's kind of been used in their NASCAR package where he can play edge rusher as well as defensive tackle. And you have a traditional edge playing defensive tackle. Sometimes they beat the slower guards and centers with some of that quickness. If you get them into a better situation with better coaching, a more stable culture, which the Raiders don't have and the Eagles do, you could get Clelin Ferrell for a very affordable price. Now, his base salary a little bit expensive because he was a first-round pick, but I would take a swing on Clelin Ferrell because you can never have enough defensive line depth. With that, let me ask you this before we hop on out of here. Name a trade candidate that you like. It can be any player that we talked about on the show today or a different player out there. Either way, drop me a name right now. All right, we'll give you some shout-outs here. Potion, I agree. Zephyr, let's trade for Ertz. I don't think that's going to happen. And a return would be weird. I don't want anybody to block Dallas Goedert. I want to see him continue to ball out. Cash owner, Farrell is an interesting trade. I agree. If it wasn't for his base salary being high, I'd like it a lot more. Jimmy Kimmel, dead exposed. Brian Burns, we talked about him twice this week. Check out those videos. Chris Scott, we could use another veteran edge rusher. Would love to see Shane Steichen use Sermon more. I agree. In some of those short yardage situations, he looked good against Jacksonville a couple of weeks ago. Potion, let's pop up that question from our guy Potion because he used the hashtag Eagles. I'll sip some tea here. A little bit under the weather this week, but I'm playing injured. Potion, thanks for your comment. We're going to pick it up and put it up on the screen. Here it is. So we got Trey Sermon as the big back. As much as the quarterback sneak within the 3 is nice, it's almost becoming predictable. Pop Trey Sermon in there. I agree. Look, he's big, but with the 49ers, they didn't always play big. That's the problem with Trey Sermon. Like, you look at him and you're like, how could this guy not be good in the NFL? How could this guy not pick up short yardage situations? He hasn't always run hard. Now, against Jacksonville, that's what I liked. 2 carries. I thought he looked really good with both of those carries. You're right, the quarterback sneak becoming somewhat predictable, but Potion, you were at the game against Arizona. You saw, or maybe you didn't see because you were there depending on where you were sitting, the Eagles, they ran that QB sneak on those short yardage situations, but they had like this new rugby scrum type of package where Hurts was under center, and they had like Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, and Kenneth Gainwell all behind him. So Hurts takes the snap, and they all get behind him to try to carry him past that first down marker. It's the rugby scrum little schematic change that Nick Sirianni has thrown as a little bit of a wrinkle to change things up, but I agree. I want to see more from Trey Sermon. Also, I see Tim Time in the chat. Chase Sr. is a beast. We should make a bid for him. Bring that boy up to Philly from Dallas. I was there very briefly last week, but I had to go to a wedding in New York. But I got to get back to Philly for an extended period of time. Also, Tim Time, I see you in the comment section a lot on Eagles Now, but you have to have like some security preference on your YouTube comments because I'm not able to respond. So I wanted to give you that heads up. I haven't been able to message you, but I'm not sure what's going on. So make sure you check your security preferences because I've tried to reply and I'm unable to. So maybe you hit something that you didn't mean to. I just wanted to give you a heads up. Alexander, thank you for my service, my guy. Yatur Gross-Matos, PSU guy. Not as much money as Burns. He's good. I like him. I covered Penn State for a couple of years with WNEP in Scranton, and they do as good of a job, honestly, as any program in the country at finding NFL talent, developing NFL talent, and then they end up being really good pro players. I got to see him live a couple of times. The sack numbers weren't always there, but he's a pretty solid player, and you're right, not nearly as much money as Burns. So right now, after that $2 super chat from Alexander, it's time for Eagles Now Happy Hour. We'll hang out as long as super chats come in. We're at $109 in super chats. If we get to 200, a Cowboys fan will come on the show wearing a clown mask. That's what we'll do for $200 in super chats. We already gave Trace his gift. It is a customized Eagles jersey. That's what happened once we got to $100 in super chats. If we get to $300 in super chats, that's when we'll start drinking. I've been sick all week trying to limit the drinks because on Sunday we're going to be doing a watch party for Sunday Night Football. I want to make sure that I'm right for that. Trace Freedom Funnel, all shotgun, no one likes us, and we'll sing the Fly Eagles Fly fight song if we get to $300 in super chats.
Chase, can we do a shot clock?
We can do a shot
clock and say every $5 super chat that comes in, I'll do a shot?
Potion, headed out to the studio. Salute, bro. Appreciate the love, man. See you Sunday night. We'll do a 2-minute shot clock. Any super chat that comes in of any dollar amount will stay live. If no super chats come in, then we'll sign off. The goal for today, $100 in super chats. We already got there, but we'll stay live if the super chats keep coming. Do we know how much money Miami Dolphins today has?
131.
Tim Timmy! That almost got us to Miami
that
Dolphins
almost got
today.
us back to Miami. Let's go.
Tim
Timmy, you ready to party, brother?
Chase
you ready
and
to
Trace, drinks on me.
go? You ready to go?
So we reset the shot clock here, and we'll reset the shot clock in a little bit. Got to give some love to Tim.
Hey!
Timmy. Hey! Now we're past Miami
Oh!
Dolphins today. How
Flipping
about
the
it?
birds. Oh, they're at 211 now.
They're at
Are you
211 now.
fucking me?
We're at 140. It's okay.
We got it.
See,
we got it.
Will went about that in a very
He didn't tell us.
soft and scared way.
He didn't tell us.
He didn't tell us that we were doing a super chat competition. And that's soft in my opinion. If we're going to have a competition, it has to be both sides, right? He didn't tell the other side that we're having a competition. So he's telling Dolphins fans we're competing against Philadelphia Eagles now without competing against Philadelphia. Sounds as though Miami is scared of Philly. And they've been for a really long time. All right.
I mean, I'd be scared too if my quarterback was, almost brain dead after a Bengals game.
Brutal. Flipping the bird 85 with 10 after Tim Timme sent in 20. Cordell Patterson for a 5th and Brian Burns for a 2nd and Dillard. Patterson solves return game issues, and he's another running back. Burns is a beast. So Patterson's currently injured like Jeremy Chinn, but he's kind of like Deebo Samuel Light. He's been really good the last 2 years. That's a shout-out to Arthur Smith and his usage of Cordell Patterson. I don't know if you get him for a 5th, though. You might have to give up a little bit more, but he is a little bit older, so that price tag not going to be nearly as high as compared to a younger player. As for your Brian Burns package, I think it'll take a 1st, and I'm fine giving up a 1st because the Eagles have 2 next year. Give them your own and hold on to that Saints pick and hope that they just have a dreadful remaining portion of the season. But a 2nd and Dillard is pretty intriguing. So they drafted Ike Ekwonu, who's been a really good tackle this year. If you give them 2 future tackles, franchise guys potentially, in Ike Ekwonu as well as Andre Dillard, that's a pretty good trade package right there for Brian Burns. And those are 2 young building blocks you can build with at a position of importance on offensive line. I totally agree. Elijah, hey guys, sorry for coming in late. Shoddy internet. We'll be leaving for Philly on Saturday for the game. Fly, Eagles, fly. Elijah, we appreciate it, brother. You did say a couple of weeks ago, I'm saving up the Super Chats for Sunday's game. But if you're going to the game, we might not see you on the Super Chat menu, which is all good. I hope you have an awesome time at the game. You are a true OG. Speaking of some of the people who are tuning in right now, let's show. So if we get to $300, we're at $140 right now. Trace Freedom Funnel, all shotgun. We'll sing No One Likes Us, Fly Eagles Fly fight song, and then we'll sign off. Tim Timme with 10. But if we get to $200 in Super Chats, we bring on a Cowboys fan rocking a Cowboys jersey in a clown mask.
Also, don't forget, if somebody sends $50, so you get to slap Tom.
That's right. Tom Downey did say that I could slap him if we got a $50 Super Chat. That's right. I totally forgot about that. Tim Timme, $10. Hopefully you heard me about replying to your comments, bro. Sunday night with Chase and Trace going to be epic. Who took off of work on Monday? We didn't. We'll still be here because we got some Eagles videos to do on Monday. It's going to be a late night. We might be a little bit hungover on Monday, but we will be here on Monday because we got to push out videos for the Fly Eagles Fly family. Tim Timme, Elijah's here, so the budgets will be met. Elijah is one of the true OGs in the history of chat sports. So too is Tim Timme and all of you, really. But from a Super Chat perspective, my guy has brought the hammer on multiple occasions. So here's what's funny, too. If we get a $50 Super Chat, not only do we get to 200, where a Cowboys fan comes in with a Cowboys jersey and a Cowboys mask, but also we get to slap Tom Downey. So maybe we'll just do this. $50 Super Chat, Tom will come in a Cowboys jersey and a clown mask, and I will slap him in that gear. We'll do that for a $50 Super Chat. Eagles country, let's fly.
I forgot I owe a shot to my boy Tim Timme.
There you go. Tim Timme, Chase
Timmy,
and Trace, drinks
I don't
on
know
me.
if you saw. I don't know if you saw. What you think, brother? What you think?
Yeah, you got a custom
What'd you
jersey.
think?
Because of your Super Chats, Lou G,
Appreciate you.
Elijah, Potion, everybody else. Show them the back, too.
Oh, yeah, hold up.
Just come on screen.
I'll come on screen
Yeah,
real
go
quick.
full screen here. So for Elijah tuning in, Tim Timme for tuning in, I'm not sure if y'all saw this a little bit earlier. $50
Let's
from
go!
Flipping the Bird. Let me message Tom here. But what I was going to say, Tim Timme, Elijah Stovall, because of your huge super chats back a couple of weeks ago, we got producer Trace a custom Eagles jersey. Watch the mic. Just in the nick of time. So we got Trizzy a custom Eagles jersey. Check out the back. Customized Trizzy. Let's go. Eagles country. Let's fly. So because of all those super chats that came in, we showed probably one of the more hard-working people. Not probably, definitely. One of the more hardest working. My English is terrible because I'm sick. One of the hardest working people here at Chat Sports. We showed him some love, getting him an Eagles jersey.
Shout out to Tim A. and all the real ones because we love y'all.
Let me message Tom.
Tim A. Okay, so I just want to put this out there. The Dolphins channel is at $211, and before we went live, they told us we're doing a super chat battle like literally minutes before we go live, and we're almost past them just because we're better than the Dolphins.
Yeah.
So if we want to pass them, it's not an expectation. If we want to pass them, let's do it. But we don't have to. We're just here to have a good time because we love the Bird Gang.
That's awesome, man. All right, so we're slapping a Cowboys fan. Make that an L3. We're slapping a Cowboys fan. Thanks to all of you. Philly fan 1, where is Mott? He left Chat Sports like a month and a half ago. Maybe even more than that now. Cool Range, Trace and Chase are like family to us. Appreciate the love. Always. We're slapping a Cowboys fan. Thanks to all of you. Philly fan, where is Mott? Yeah, he's no longer with us here at Chat Sports. We wish him well. So you got Philadelphia's own, yours truly, taking over the channel. Where have you been? That's my question for you. Over the last 2 months. Yeah, Kerry does have his own show. Competition now. We wish him well, though. So Tom Downey's going to come in. He's going to be rocking a Cowboys jersey, a clown mask, and we're going to slap him. Is he coming back? No. No, he is not. Technically, you know what's funny? We're at 199.08 in supers. Can we just get past 200 real quick? Here he is. No spatula, huh? All right. All right, so here's Tom. He's a good sport. Elijah! 50! Let's go! Yeah, it's still Tom. We told him. We told him that you're being a good sport. Oh, man. I don't want to hurt you, dude. He said, don't be soft. He said, I thought y'all are from Philly. So, clown mask and a Cowboys jersey. With your $50 super chat, we're slapping a Cowboys fan. That was pretty hard. Thanks for being a good sport, man. 250s. No, because that came in after the bell. I'll save you from that. You're the man. That was a pretty good slap. It was hard to tell where your face was with the mask, honestly. Yeah, okay. All right, good slap. Grade the slap. We'll make that our new poll.
Grade the slap.
All right, grade the slap. That was pretty hard, I'm not going to lie. I gave him the opportunity to get a spatula. He could have gotten a spatula on the behind. Cool Rains, look at that fraud. Slap was a 4 out of 10, flipping the bird 85. It was pretty good. I'm not going to lie. It's hard to tell, but I did hit him pretty hard. Honestly, I hit him harder than I actually thought. Yeah. All right, so we're $51 away from 300 in
Come on,
Super Chat.
I want a freedom funnel in my new jersey so bad. It hasn't been done yet. Let's make it happen.
Freedom funnel in the new Eagles jersey. We'll do that for a $51 Super Chat, or $50 Super Chat.
Do it.
We'll give you all a little discount.
Let's do it.
Trace will do the freedom funnel. I'll shotgun a beer. We'll sing No One Likes Us and do the Fly Eagles Fly fight song. So for $100, we gave Trace that new custom Eagles jersey. For $200, we slapped the Cowboy Clown fan. And for $300, we'll do that. So I'm going to put on the shot clock here. We've gotten enough donations for today, but
Abby also said for $20 she would do a shot.
$20, Abby will do a shot.
$20.
So 2 minutes, We'll put that shot clock on. 2 minutes to get in any super chats. No, he did not get fired.
Did not get fired. He left because he wanted to do something different.
Just wanted to do his own thing.
He was
no worries. No ill will either. Got to get those hips into the slap. I know. I wasn't trying to hurt the man.
So,
but it was pretty good.
Trace.
Yeah, it's like Chris Rock. You know, Chris Rock and Will Smith. Like, Will Smith, he kind of went into it, but his feet were wide. He had that wide base and still got him.
He put a lot
Any more
into
Super
it.
Chats will continue to stay live. 2-minute shot clock is on. I'm going to check out Dolphins today to see where
I know
they're
they're
at.
going crazy. I hear him getting
They're going
loud.
crazy,
I hear
but
him
it's
getting
Will.
loud.
So Will goes crazy.
Will goes crazy
over
when
anything.
his backup center makes a bad snap.
Yeah.
So what's there to say?
Let's see.
Do you remember when the Dolphins were undefeated and they thought that they were good? That was hilarious. That was
Let's
so
see what
funny.
they have here. Yeah, now they're about to lose 3 straight. Skylar Thompson starting
Brutal.
quarterback. You hate to see it.
Brutal.
All right, Dolphins today is at 311. They just got $100.
Not bad.
$100.
we
So
get
can we
100.
beat Dolphins today? If we get to 300, we'll sign off.
We'll do all of this first, and then we'll sign off.
120.
All of that first.
40 seconds left. T-Raw, you're right, man. You're right. Trying to do it different and better. Again, not talking shit, but I love what we do here, and I love all of y'all. 30 seconds left. Any more Super Chats? We'll stay live. If we get $50 in total, then
We're doing all
Freedom
this.
Funnel and a shotgun coming your way, and
All
Abby will
that.
take a shot. 15 seconds left, and then we'll give you about a 10-second buffer zone for those of you watching on delay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Oh!
Alive.
Staying alive.
Staying alive.
Staying alive. Let's go. Flipping the bird, 85. You're the man. Flipping the bird. I would do that, but somebody would screenshot it and just do me dirty.
Ha! Gotcha.
We like potatoes here. Yes, we do. I drank a whole beer out of a potato. Facts.
That did happen.
Ring the Liberty Bell for all those supers that came in.
That happened.
This is Eagles Now Happy Hour here. We'll reset the shot clock here. Now we're $49 with Captain Dale
Berto!
Philly fan. Oh, you're right. Yes. You're technically true. I have not seen a potato on Mott's show. I haven't really seen what Mott does. All I know is that he has his own YouTube channel. You can go watch it if you want,
Yeah.
but do what you got to do. Captain Delberto, appreciate that.
We're so close, guys. We're
Ring
so
the bell
close.
again.
We're so
All right,
close.
$47 away from 300. If we get there, Freedom Funnel, shotgun, and a shot all coming your way. Also, No One Likes Us, Fly Eagles Fly theme song. It doesn't have to be one. It can be a collection of Super Chats. But Mott never asked for money. We're not asking for money. People are willingly donating. We just like to have fun. So
Mott didn't do the live shows. That's why.
yeah, there were no live
There
shows
were no live
either.
shows.
So now that we're doing live shows, and Super Chats got producer Trace a jersey. Yeah, it sucks if you don't like it here. Don't watch. Plenty of options out there.
Oh! Abby! Timmy! Let's go!
Let's go. That's an
Let's
Abby
go!
shot. That's
Gotta
an Abby
run
shot.
back. Gotta
Sterling with 5. We're 22 away.
Abby, let's take a shot. Let's take a shot.
Also, our content is free. It is free. All right, Eagles Now Happy Hour. In case you missed our entire live show, Alexander with 5. We already did our whole live show. We hit you with an Eagles-Cowboys preview. We did a mailbag and some trade targets. There's an Abby shot for the $20. And now we are $17 away from $300 in Super Chats. We'll show those other ones. Sterling Alba. Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. Fly, Eagles, fly. Score a touchdown, 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em low, hit 'em high, and watch our Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles. Bang! It's good! Flipping the bird! Gets us past 300! Let's go! Shot! Everybody!
Let's go!
All right, fill up your Freedom Funnel.
Let's do it.
I have it right here.
Alex sent in this super chat. said, if we get another safety, think C.J. Gardner-Johnson goes to help Maddox and snap count to keep rotations.
Hold on,
Good
let me read this. If we get another safety, I think C.J. Gardner-Johnson goes to help Maddox in the slot, you mean, to keep rotations. Yeah, I think that's his better position. I think he's better there, too. I mean, with the New Orleans Saints, he played more than 1,000 snaps out of the slot. So he was a little bit better in the slot than safety, but that's because he had more experience playing in the slot. I like the dude. He's a straight-up dog. His confidence is unbelievable. What he brings to the culture of the Eagles locker room, I think, is fantastic. He's a great hype man. He's played 99% of the snaps so far this year, and the dude is just hella confident, and I like that. That's what you need within this defense. Now, I'm not going to compare him to Malcolm Jenkins, but Jenkins was great because he played safety, he played slot, you could put him in the box, you could blitz him home, he was good against the run. C.J. Gardner-Johnson isn't physical like that because Malcolm Jenkins was a little bit better as a prototypical safety, whereas C.J. Gardner-Johnson more so that hybrid. But you're right, I mean, he might be better there, and him and Maddox in the slot is good. But honestly, a lot of defenses sometimes now, they go with these hybrid looks where, you know, the Eagles might have 3 down defensive linemen with Hassan Reddick. He might drop back as a linebacker. You might go more DBs and 1 less safety or go 1 safety back. So the interchanging of defenses has certainly changed a little bit. Flipping the bird,
Real
85.
We seem to be finding love in the YouTube chat. Kara and Flipping the Bird are falling in love, and I love it. I'm here for it.
Flipping the Bird
I'm
and Kara.
here for it.
See, this is what we do here on Eagles Now. We give you content every day.
We bring people together.
We party, like to have fun.
Through the birds and through love.
Oh, Kara's birthday is on Saturday. Say less.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Kara Poole. Happy birthday to you. Woo!
How about this one from Tim Timmy? I was not and never have been forced to give money to Chase and Trace. They told me it only helped secure our friendship. Salute.
Salute.
What's up, Mitch?
Hi, Mitch.
Just got a 100 for a beer bong. So if you guys get a $100, I'll also do it.
Okay,
Well,
so
I'll do one too.
the OG, the man Mitchell Renz, said that Dolphins today just got $100 for Mitch to do a beer bong. He said if we get $100, then he will come on here to do a beer bong. So there you go. Added incentive right there.
Got it. You want to do the freedom
or
funnel?
he'll do the freedom funnel.
He
Whatever
can also
y'all
do
want.
the freedom funnel. It's y'all's choice. Whoever sends in the super chat gets to pick.
Taking a look at the poll here, grade the slap of a Cowboys fan. A grade, 46%.
Not bad.
Not bad. I'll take a warm beer, Abby, if we have one. The Coors Light is what I think I'm seeing.
Yes.
Got past 300.
All right.
We're going to shotgun a beer. I have not had a sip of beer so far today, so I'm excited for the shotty.
Come on.
How many seconds will I do it in?
All right.
I'll update the poll here.
Over under 4. Let's do 4. 5.
Over under
5. Let's do 5.
Over under 5 seconds.
5 because that's a solid number.
I like that.
All right.
Chase will shotgun in over under 5 seconds, and we'll give it like 2 minutes.
Yeah, we'll give.
You
2
can do
minutes.
your freedom funnel.
Cheers.
Over, under. Trace will do his freedom funnel. We'll put the 2-minute shot clock on here. 2-minute shot clock is on. Get those votes in right now. I'll shotgun the beer over under 5 seconds.
Oh my God.
I've been sick all week, so I think I'll be all right. And I'm down to party.
Ow.
Just didn't want to drink too much today. And honestly, to get to 300 without drinking, absolutely awesome.
Huh?
Did that hurt?
Oh yeah, it feels like
Was
it.
that a Trizzy one?
Yeah.
Did I say Trizzy?
Truly. It was a Trizzy
my
bong.
head has
We should
been
call.
all over
Oh
the
my
place
God!
today.
Instead of jungle bongs, or Trizzy bongs.
Or instead of what's the one with the antioxidants? Is it fizzy?
Fizzies.
It should be Trizzy, not fizzy.
God, missed opportunity.
Maybe we
on
can
that.
rename those.
Okay, Alex.
Maybe we can rename.
You want to
those.
see me chug a pint of Captain? I can make that happen. I can make that happen. I
Captain
promise you.
D'Alberto.
I can make that happen.
All right, we're 1 minute into our poll time.
Winning.
It's 50-50. 50-50 exactly. Get those votes in. Over under 5 seconds for the shotgun. I'm playing hurt, so I'm not sure. Philly fan 1, chase me. Yeah, that's like a joke I got in high school. Oh, your name's Chase Sr.? Are you going to name your kid Chase so that he's Chase Sr. Jr.?
That's so good, dude. That's so funny.
That's
So
good stuff.
funny.
Under, but it will also come out of his nostrils. Timmy.
Did you just say winning?
Like Charlie Sheen in it over here. Charlie Sheen, man. Remember that? What was that like? Probably like
2.5
late
million.
2000s, early 2010s. He hit that really weird stage.
Yeah.
It's a really weird stage. By the way, in case you're just joining us, Mitchell Renz, he came in and said, look, Dolphins today just got a $100 super chat.
If we
He's
get
going to
100
do a beer bong over there. If we get $100, he's going to do the Freedom Funnel or the beer bong. I'm not expecting
and
that,
if we
honestly.
get 100 and now 102.
Your mic just fell off, homie.
Let's clip it. So
There you
if
go.
we get $102 now after Alex's super chat right here, we pass the Dolphins.
Oh, wow.
Just saying.
Yeah.
102 and we pass the Dolphins.
And then we'll sign off.
Then we'll get outta here.
All right, so Chase will shotgun a beer over under 5 seconds. Y'all doubted me? For real? 71% over? Wow, I'm going to try really hard to prove y'all wrong. It was at 69%.
Come on. Let's go, senior. Let's make him see it. Make him see it. I'll time it for you.
You know, I always say 69 jokes are really corny, but we're very immature and we still laugh at it.
Yes,
So.
100%.
Aiden, you got this. I think I got it. Sorry, bro. It's because I've been watching Mott for like 4 years. Sorry, bro. You're good, dog. We ain't hating, man. We ain't hating. Oh, fuck. All right.
All right.
71% of the
spam
votes said
Chase.
over.
Spam Chase so he can beat it. Let's go.
On the crack.
On the crack. All right. Waiting on you,
I'm in
buddy.
a good spot because I don't feel a bubble in my chest. When
Good.
when the bubble hits you, it's not good.
Good.
Timmy, you're funny as hell, man. All right.
Timmy.
Here we go. 71% over, 28% under. I like the 28%. Under?
Okay, hold on.
under.
I wanna.
Oh, 281. 281 330 8004. Mike Jones on the low.
There you go. That's extremely impressive.
What was
That's
what was the
extreme.
drop at the end? Oh, I can't drop it because we have a carpet here. Bosses will kill me.
We used to have tile in the studio.
Yeah.
We used to be able to drop it, but
Yeah.
we can't now. Unfortunately.
But you'll see.
Unfortunately. All right.
None.
I'm so down for a milk chug. Dude, I'd chug a gallon of milk for $100.
Oh,
I'd chug a gallon of milk for $100.
gotta love gravity. I'm Mike Jones. Yeah, you know Marty. You know what's good.
Don't act
That's
like
so
you
funny.
don't know
It was
the name.
281. The real ones
Yeah, I know,
know.
that is a good one.
281 330 8004. Abby, are you too young for that? Yep. Well, Chase, you're kind of too young for that,
Yeah,
but you know
no, I
about
am.
that life,
No, I
right?
am. No, I'm too young for
Hoop
that.
Mike Jones. Hoop Mike Jones. Paul Wall. What was his name? Slim Thug? Was he the other one of that Houston rap group? I think. All right. $90 away. Oh, no, we already got the $300. All right.
Kara.
1 minute shot clock here. Any more super chats will stay live.
Hold
no
on.
more. We're signing off.
I got to address this.
doing?
I have to address this message from Karen. I'm going to put it up on the screen. I have to address this. Because there's quite frankly not a lot.
Marty, swish a house. That's what it was. But who was it, though? Was it Slim? No, it wasn't Slim Thug. Marty, who was it? 2005's finest. Wow, that's crazy. 17 years ago?
All right.
Who was it?
I mean, this is PG as possible, but
Wait,
what
what
aren't you
happened?
doing for $100?
What aren't you doing for $100?
Not a lot. Not a lot. $100. Every
$100
man
goes
has
a
a
long
price.
way.
Every man has a price.
$100 goes a
$100
long way.
makes a man do some crazy things. I'll tell
Sixers
you.
ready?
Bill.
All right, nice.
Bitchin'.
If you move over, we'll wrap up soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm being pulled like everywhere.
All right, you're good.
Just let you know it's Bill.
All good, brother. Thanks. Yeah. Yeah. Paul Wall, Chamillionaire, Slim Thug. It was Slim Thug. All right, I was right. Chamillionaire, and then Mike Jones, of course. All right, shoot. I reset the clock accidentally. I can't talk, man. I get a little bit of cold, and I'm effed.
Hey.
I appreciate the honesty, Trace.
It's all
Thanks a
right.
lot, Mom.
It's all right.
Kara is the Eagles now,
She's
Mom.
Eagles now, Mom.
She's the Eagles now, Mom.
She is
Captain
Eagles now,
Delberto,
mommy.
Mom, Ma, Mother. All right, 1 minute shot clock. Any more super chats will stay live. If not, we're signing off, and then I'm going to do a Sixers video. 1 minute clock. We already got the 310.
1 minute.
Our goal for today was 100 because we got to give Trace his present.
That was.
Thank y'all.
200, we slapped a Cowboys fan. 300, Freedom Funnel, shotgun. We still love you, Mama. Hey, Mama.
Hey, Mama.
Hey, Mama.
Hey, Mommy.
Mother Dearest. That's a good one, too, Captain Delberto. All right, 30 seconds in. King Kong, don't got nothing on me. Let's go, Birds! Captain Delberto. Abby never answered my question. What was it? I think he did say that he has better hair than Abby.
Yeah.
Do you agree or do you disagree?
Here, Abby, come here. Come here. Talk to the people. Talk to the people.
Well,
10 seconds left to get your super chats in. If not, we'll sign off.
his hair was really thick.
Yeah.
And I asked what kind of shampoo he uses because it was really thick. And he said Old Spice.
Interesting.
I can't use Old Spice.
No.
Like, I just feel like that's
It would
not
be detriment to your hair.
right.
Yeah.
Right. It works for him.
Yeah. Hey,
Your
it
hair
works for
looks
you, dog.
wonderful.
I wish I
Yeah.
had that much volume.
My mama said, Tintime.
Mama said. Mama said.
But yours is pretty, Abby, Kara said.
Thank you. Appreciate
Eagles now, mama.
that.
Oh, thanks, mommy.
Philly fan 1, 5, 4. Yeah, seriously. Last call for super chats. 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we'll sign off. But because we got the $300, we give them the Fly Eagles Fly and then no one likes us. So we'll sign off with that. And then, of course, if any more super chats come in, we'll answer those. All right. Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. Fly, Eagles, fly. Score a touchdown, 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em low, hit 'em high, and watch our Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! Tim Timme with 10.
He wants the party to keep going!
Marty said, is this a normal Eagles fan thing?
Yes.
This channel? Yes. The Eagles fight song? Yes. Tim Timme.
Tim Timme!
Thanks for the birthday song, guys. We got you. Again, $300. No one likes us. No one likes us. No one likes us. We don't care. We're from Philly, fucking Philly. No one likes us. We don't care. No one likes us. No one likes us. No one likes us. We don't care. We're the Eagles, fucking Eagles. No one likes us. We don't care. All right, clap it up for everybody out there. We appreciate the support. LaQuincy Johnson, you're an OG. I want to watch y'all. Eagles take an L to the Cowboys. Join us for a watch party. Sunday night football. If the Phillies are playing in Game 5, we'll do a little Phillies watch party maybe going into the Eagles game. So that's what we have coming your way. Normal. We're nothing close to normal. Hence Chase and Trace as the host. Exactly.
Let's
exactly.
go.
But that's why it's beautiful. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow, the next day, because we give Eagles videos every single day. To everybody who tuned in, everybody who super chatted us, greatly appreciate it. That's why Trace got a custom Eagles jersey. And until next time, we out.
Eagles now, we get busy, chasing Trizzy. Eagles now, bruising birds, we keep it litty. Eagles now, pre-game, post-game, make it look easy. Eagles now, no one likes us, please believe it. Eagles now, super chats, we keep them coming. Eagles now, Jalen or Booby, keep it running. Eagles now, shots downtown, AJ Brown. Eagles now, if you ain't know, you know it now. Eagles now.